Chapter 12. Verbs. A verbs can express an action done by the subject. It is a word or group of words that is used to indicate that something happens or exists. For example, the dog chased the cat and the cat jumped on the cupboard. Verbs can express the state of the subject. For example, the children are happy. The furniture was old. Verbs can be used to indicate something the subject possesses. For example, the Guptars have a house in Mumbai. Mr. Khan has a big car. Verbs are the action words in a sentence that describes what the subject is doing. Be object of a verb. Look at these sentences and the questions that follow. Yuvraj caught the ball. Caught what? The ball. The ball is the object of the verb caught. 2. The patient needs medicine. Needs what? Medicine. Medicine is the object of the verb needs. 3. The teacher praised the child. Praised whom? The child. The child is the object of the verb praised. 4. My father loves me. Loves whom? Me. Me is the object of the verb loves. If we frame a question using the verb and the word what or whom, the word that answers the question is the object of the verb. See direct and indirect objects. Some verbs can have two objects. Mother gave Avinash a glass of juice. Gave what? A glass of juice. Object 1. Gave whom? Avinash. Object 2. The answer to the what question is the direct object. The answer to the whom question is the indirect object. Normally, the indirect object refers to a person who receives something, the direct object. D. Transitive verbs. Some verbs do not convey a complete meaning by themselves. For example, 1. My grandmother knitted. 2. Divya ate. If we add objects to these verbs, the meaning becomes complete. 1. My grandmother knitted a sweater. 2. Divya ate apples. A verb that requires an object to complete its meaning is called a transitive verb. E. Intransitive verbs. Some verbs are complete by themselves. They do not require an object to complete the sense. For example, 1. The moon is shining. 2. The child laughed. A verb that does not require an object to make sense but makes good sense by itself is called an intransitive verb. Ditransitive verbs. Verbs like bring, send, tell, give, offer, teach, write are often used as ditransitive verbs. The English teacher taught us a new lesson. Indirect object, direct object. Father sent Manasi a new silk sari. Indirect object, direct object. A verb that can have two objects is called a ditransitive verb. G. Some verbs can be used both as transitive and intransitive verbs. For example, 1. He spoke rudely. Intransitive. She spoke good words for the nation. Transitive. 2. These plants grow fast. Intransitive. We grow tulips in our garden. Transitive. H. Incomplete. Verbs complements. Verbs like be, is, are, am, was, were, will be, shall be, etc. Appear, seem, and look are incomplete verbs. For example, 1. The bus is. 2. Mother was. 3. The teacher looked. 4. The customer seemed. but these verbs do not require objects to complete the sense. Verbs denoting action or possession can have objects, but these verbs show neither action nor possession. These verbs are called verbs of incomplete predication or incomplete verbs. Let us complete them. 1. The bus is late. 2. Mother was satisfied. 3. The teacher looked angry. 4. The customer seemed pleased. The words late, satisfied, angry and pleased that we have used to complete the sense are called complements. A complement along with the verb forms a complete predicate. Verbs that require not an object but some other words to make complete sense are called verbs of incomplete predication. I-subjective and objective complements. Look at these two sentences. 1. The principal is busy. 2. The principal make Tapan captain. In these sentences, the words printed in bold are complements. In sentence 1, the word busy tells us something about the subject, the principal. So busy is a subjective complement. In sentence 2, the word captain tells us something about the object, Tapan. So captain is an objective complement. Let us take some more examples. 1. Mrs. Srivastava became the mayor, subjective complement. 2. Mrs. Srivastava found her secretary an efficient person, objective complement. 3. His parents were very rich, subjective complement. 4. His parents named him Sushan, objective complement. Words that tells us something about the subject, subjective complement. Words that tells us something about the object, objective complement. J. Auxiliary and main verbs. Auxiliary verbs are verbs used with another verb, main verb, to show tenses, passive forms, etc. It is used to after the tense, mood or voice of the sentence. For example, she has left, auxiliary verb, main verb. He was making a new bungalow, auxiliary verb, main verb. There are 3 primary auxiliary verbs, be, have, do. The primary auxiliary verbs can also be used as main verbs. He is decorating his building, auxiliary verb. He is sad, main verb. K. Modal auxiliaries. Modal auxiliaries are auxiliary verbs that cannot be used as main verbs. In addition to the 3 primary auxiliary verbs, be, have, do, there are 11 modal auxiliaries will, shall, can, may, must, ought to, would, should, could, might. Used to modal auxiliaries can never stand alone in a sentence. Finite and non-finite verbs. To work, to sing, and ing verb, working, singing are called non-finite verbs. Other verbs are finite verbs which have different forms in different tenses, e.g. goes, is playing, did,